Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Miami Heat. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kyle Kuzma.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So here's Miami's starting group. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Bird in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Prince in at the 3. And Tim, here we are coming out of the All-Star break. Can you see the difference that rest makes on the court?
There is nothing that can replace a fresh set of legs for any NBA player. So certainly rest is going to be a big factor as we enter here the stretch run before the playoffs.
How about mentally? You know, physically it helps. What about mentally? Where do you put that portion of this rest?
It's critical because these games take on greater significance. There's added pressure. And also, I think the game plans become more difficult to navigate against. So you need to be fresh where it counts between the ears.
That's interesting. Here's Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. Count it.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside. And
so Bird will bring it up for Miami. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
And here's Giannis after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up again, and Turner with the lay-in.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
Bird passes to Hero. Lets it go with the 3. And MP with the basket on the assist from Hero. MP's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Heat. Prince outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Rollins with the bucket.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
For Miami, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Left side, Adebayo. Back to Bird. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
That is a strong finish by MP, showing he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Back to Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
That one is no good.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Here's Rollins. He had 15 points last outing. That one good for 2.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Powell. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Jaquez finds Bird. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Off target from outside. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. The shot by Rollins, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Bird. Powell outside. There's Hero with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And Tyler Hero is always ready to let it fly. Locked and loaded.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Miami leading by 4. Bird looking it over. Over in the corner, Hero. Three-pointer, and MP with the basket on the assist from Hero. Bird's got 11 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Prince outside. Outside Porter. Inside. Jaquez with the steal. Here's Hero. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Yeah, that's really nice job that time. Defensively by Jaquez, he was able to trigger that break.
Hero against Porter. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. Porter's got his second basket.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And then for Miami, Khalil Ware's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Hero. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for MP. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. With some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Miles Turner. Green comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson in for Kevin Porter. And Miami also making a switch. MP's checked in for Adebayo. MP kicks to Wiggins. And here's MP for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so Green will bring it up for Milwaukee. 9-point game. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Anthony is out there with Jackson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bird, the pass to Ware. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now Anthony. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He picked up 49 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And here is Mitchell. After the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. Powell outside. The 3 from MP. And again, Miami with the triple.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
The Heat leading by 12. Wiggins kicks to Bird. Over Anthony. MP, no good.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Green dishes to Jackson. Outside Portis. Pass to Anthony. Jackson from long range. That shot no good. For Miami, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Where? Good.
Timeout, timeout.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. A new lineup here for the Bucks. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Tyler Hero in for Mitchell. Bucks trail by 14. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to MP. Wiggins kicks to Bird. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. MP's got 20 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Heat.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Clock at 6. Heat moving the ball around. Lets it go. Misses the jumper. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Porter, no luck. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Miami. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter, no luck. The Heat leading by 18. Pass to Ware. Porter against Hero. Here's Ware. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Giannis. Here's Rollins. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rollins against MP. Turner with the steal. Antetokounmpo passes to Porter. Prince kicks to Turner. To the middle. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. No good on the 3. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. They led by as many as 18 points. Last time they met was in Miami.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
And so it's the Miami Heat riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Tyler Hero out there with Bird. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. The Heat leading by 15. Bird outside. Pass to Powell. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Bucks shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Giannis against Adebayo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Powell outside. Back to MP. Fires the 3, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Giannis passes to Porter. Back to Giannis. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Miami leading by 14. Pass to Hawkins. Back to MP. Down low. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Rollins near the three-point line. It's Porter, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back to you guys.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by Miami. Launches a 3, and Bird with the basket on the assist from Hero. Hero's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the paint, here's Rollins. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 11.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
MP against Rollins. Jaquez the pass to MP. Powell feeling it out a bit. And here's Bird from the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
On the wing, Giannis. Jaquez defending. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Bird against Rollins. Powell, the pass to Bird. And a missed layup.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Bird. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Davion Mitchell's checked in for MP. And so it's Milwaukee with it, trailing by 13.
I see him.
The Heat leading by 21. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Green is out there with Anthony, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And here's Bird for three. It's rebounded by Portis. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Bucks. Outside Portis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And stolen by Portis. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Giannis dunks it down.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Now, here's MP. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Mitchell kicks to MP. For the three. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He's looking for Portis and finds him. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Adebayo. The baseline J. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Bucks trail by 20. Giannis drives in. Shot on the wing. And it's MP with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. The three from MP. And again, Miami with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Who's got cold? Come on, man.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Turner's checked in for Portis. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kevin Porter's checked in for Green. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. And Adebayo drops them both. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of the screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Pass to Larson. Three-pointer, Bird gets the three-pointer to fall. Bird's got 44.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
Rollins with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Larson. Bird outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Larson. Back to MP. 4 on the shot clock. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. It's intercepted. Bird outside. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Bird. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, and good, he hits it again.
And he has been hot as a kettle in serving up all comers.
And making a little history tonight, as he just tied for the 3rd most 50-point games in league history.
Tying up none other than Kobe Bryant with 25. And when you're being compared with him, you know you're doing something right.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
And it's Fontecchio in the corner. Back to MP. Pass to Ware. Here's Larson. And here's Bird from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here is Turner. Giannis outside. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Bird. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Here's Rollins. And no good that time. Good defense by MP. To the wing right side. Fontecchio finds MP. Here's Jovic. Three-pointer, Bird. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.